Yep. We live.
What up? What up? What's the deal?
Head out to this
You know what
job.
I'm saying? Good morning, and thank you for inviting me to your
Nothing
morning
much.
conversation.
Problem. No problem. Good morning, everybody.
Yeah, yo, your service,
Around the sun.
your car service is like, but I'm gonna say
Yes.
happy birthday to start you off with. Everybody hit the birthday boy with super chats. Hit the birthday boy. Well, I'm gonna say this the whole morning stream. Hit the birthday boy up with super chats. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? The
Nothing much.
the
Nothing much.
Negro Avengers is back again, and I'm your homie Negro Fury. Like I'm saying, you know what I'm saying?
I don't
Everybody
know
give
who my.
Dayson a happy birthday. Dayson up in here. Dayson up in here. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Hey.
Happy birthday. How does it feel on your
Yes.
birthday?
Yes. Yes.
No matter if an employer tries to get you
You know what?
down, you will refuse. No matter if a situation at home gets you down, you will refuse to be drained today. You feel me?
Definitely. 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 Nah, I'm up. I'm up. Normally, you know, I'm not a person that's big on birthdays. Like people normally get on my nerves when they be like, "My birthday, my." I'm like, man, chill out. But I said this year I'm turning 5. This the year before I turned 50. So I'm
Word.
like, nah, I gotta lavish on this one.
Well,
You know what I
everybody
mean?
give a shout out to monetized content creators in their 40s. You better preach. You better
Yes.
preach.
And you know, I've been watching that a lot lately. A lot of these content creators that are over 40. I mean, and they're doing it. You know what I mean? They're telling their life stories, the situations they're going through, the circumstances, how they're overcoming. I even watched this lady, she like left her job. She's been doing it for about 2 years. She got monetized, and she just been, trying to figure things out. But yeah, we can't leave this to the young people. You want to know the crazy thing?
What?
I go to my classes and I talk to them about, I teach cyber, so I'm thinking, oh, they don't. So since they watch social media so much, that they're posting, that they're making videos, that they're doing things, and when I start asking them about what software do you use or what you do this, and they just the blank stares, and I'm like, what? I'm like, y'all not doing this?
And
Y'all
that's the
not
thing.
engaged with this?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. No. Use
No, I
up.
was going to say that we talked about this earlier this morning. YouTube is the new economy side hustle, whether people want to admit it or not. Let's think about this. We got rent going up, food and the groceries growing up. Everything is financially going up. And if anybody's watching this, please take YouTube seriously, like real talk. But forget what I'm about to say. Everybody say happy birthday in the chat to Dayson. It's his birthday. Hit him up with some
Jeez.
super chats. It is Dayson's birthday today.
Yeah,
Silver Days Music is birthday today. Hit him up with super chats. Don't just watch. Bless the brother with some birthday super chats. Send him some love
that's right.
financially.
That's right.
You know what I'm
Hit
saying?
them likes up. Hit them likes up.
Hit them likes up, yo.
Let's
Listen,
get them likes up.
we came on a stream today that says, like, real talk, you can do what you want to do if you decide it. This man just turned 49
Right.
today, but he's a monetized content creator. This man turned 49 today, one step towards 50, but he's taking his future into his hand. Listen, listen. Take this go around the sun as a great sign. Look at where you are today compared to where you were literally 2 years ago. Let's think about that for a
Oh
second.
my
That
goodness.
I want to ask you specific questions regarding that. If you would have found out that you were monetized and have gone this much traction on YouTube, what would you tell yourself when you first started 2 years ago?
Just hold on. Just hold on. Oh, first I would tell them don't follow the traps that people tell you about. Because a lot of people tell you to buy all this gear, buy all this stuff. Don't do that. Oh, hold on for 1 second. Got to get me some coffee, man. All
Man,
right, hey.
listen, we coffee thugs up in here. Yo, what's up, everybody in the chat?
Black
While
milk,
he's
all
getting his
coffee,
coffee,
3 creams, 6 sugars. Yeah, take over, my man.
yeah, while we while he's getting his coffee, I want everybody number one be thankful that you woke up to this morning because mad people didn't wake up this morning. That's number one. Who am I? I'm your man Khalif Wins NYC on YouTube, but right now we're on Silver Days Music Channel because why? It's his birthday. You feel what I'm saying? It's his birthday today. Hit him up with super chats. Please, I can't see the chat right now because we're sharing this live, but please give him some super chat love. Happy birthday, love. Listen, like the pastors always say, don't show it with your words, show it with your wallet. Bless him with some super chat love this morning. You know what I'm saying? It's his birthday, fam. Matter of fact, while
Yeah.
people in the coffee, but people in the chat, buy him breakfast this morning. Why don't you just bless him with a super chat and buy him breakfast this morning? It's his birthday. But outside of that, where he was saying you don't need that much equipment. Listen, I'm walking around my kitchen with a cell phone on YouTube Live. He's in his car on the way to work with YouTube Live. I always tell people when I do my social media consultation with people, you're gonna need a side hustle because a job is just not enough. Everybody watching this, you know damn
It's
well
not.
your paycheck is not enough to at least keep you above water. If it does for some people watching this, God
Mhm.
bless you. For those that don't know, start a YouTube channel. If you need help setting it up, hit me on my page, link in bio, Kali Fuentes NYC. Set up a consultation. I literally will show you how to do it. But this ain't my day. This is about Dason and his birthday. He just said if he looked at himself 2 years in the past and went to the past, what would he tell himself? What's the second thing you tell yourself when you first started YouTube compared to where you are right now?
Don't compare yourself to the other channels. Don't compare yourself to the big YouTubers. Look at them, see what they're doing, and learn from them. Do
Yup.
like a less in cybersecurity. They do what is called a tabletop exercise, and a tabletop exercise is when they look at everything that could that they do well, that they don't do well, how they can improve things. That's why Mr. B said just make your first 100 videos.
Uh
He
huh.
said because by the time you get to 100, you can go back and you can look and you can see what you've done wrong, what you've improved upon. One thing is learn how to master lighting. Once you master lighting, it doesn't matter what camera you had. It took me a long time to learn. I thought my camera was wrong, bad. It wasn't the camera, it was the lighting. The lighting was really bad. So that's another thing I would say. You got to master lighting and understand how basically how to how to how to manage things. Set a schedule.
Yes.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Bob says, "Happy birthday, man! Keep rocking on with the dope beats. Thank you for the insightful content on beat making. Thank you.
Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Bob. Yeah, this is Dason's birthday stream. You feel what I'm saying? This is Dason's birthday stream.
Oh,
Yeah,
I gotta get the energy up
with
as
the
soon as I
light
get out of here.
and the camera. Listen, what type of coffee you got this morning? You got enough coffee? You got the coffee to make you go, damn, this gonna wake me up.
It's regular.
I mean,
I didn't do anything special to it. A little bit of cream and sugar. Uh, but I want to say that another thing is I've learned that there are ebbs and flows. There are moments when you feel like it's just not going to happen,
yeah.
and you got to dig in. So here's the other thing: you have to center yourself around good people.
Hmm.
You can't do this alone. You have to have a team of people. So I read Daryl Eves' book about YouTube. I also have Crushing It by Gary V too. And one thing that propelled Mr. Beast to the top is that Mr. Beast and Daryl Eves work together. They've done movies together. I found out that they were behind what's the series? It's a religious series. I think it was on Hulu or something like that. They made that movie. They do commercials. That's where their income and money comes from. You can't do this on your own. Kind of like what my college professor told me. He was like, I was like, you're gonna see me on TV one day. That's what I told. I said, you're gonna see me on TV one day. And he said, Mr. Helton, you won't make it because there's no I in team. He said, you have to have a team. And I'm telling you, you gotta have a team. You gotta talk about ideas, talk about thumbnails, learn how to develop your thumbnails. That's another tip. Learn that if you do an image and you're the biggest image in a thumbnail, then it kind of it works out better. People are drawn to it. They can see something.
Yep.
Another thing is don't have too much in the thumbnail. Thank you. Don't have too much in the thumbnail and just have a dope title. You do the same. Have a dope title. Don't let your title overshadow anything and over deliver. Because if your title over delivers, people are they're gonna they're gonna leave. They're gonna leave quickly. and watch your metrics. You really got to pay attention to your analytics and your metrics so that you can get better at editing. If you see where people drop off your stream, then you're like, wait a minute. Right at that point, at that mark, that's the mark I need to change. Also, you can find out what people really like. Dang, we losing people. You can find out what they really like by watching everything. So then that's when you can say, oh, people like when I did that beat making thing in the beginning. I'm gonna use that, and I'm gonna start doing that. And if they drop off, and cut the fluff, all the introductions, unless you live streaming, get them introductions out of there. Hey, my name is Johnny, and I'm so glad that you're here tonight. No, cut that. Just get straight. I think about me when I'm looking for information. Don't give me all the fluff. Just help me. And that's one of the biggest things that I would say that I learned over this journey. And also that you're valuable. Let me say that. You're valuable. At some point, you got to understand that you're valuable. What do I mean by that? I mean by that is you're learning new skills, you're learning things that are going to take you to a different level. And you got to trust and believe that you can move forward. You know, a video editor. Did I lose my man? He's still there? Oh, he's still there.
Yeah, I'm still
That's
here.
what I'm saying.
No, because I'm actually working on a thumbnail right now as we speak, and that's why it's super important. I'm working on a thumbnail right now as we speak.
Like my last thumbnail, the one about the manual.
Yeah.
And people, they clicking on the thumbnail. That's because it's intriguing. That's what you have to do. You got to use that Prince mentality. You know, it's not that. Of course, Prince was one of the greatest musicians ever, but it was the mystique. You got to leave people with mystique. You can't give them everything. It's like I tell my daughters: if you give a man some milk, they're gonna stay there. They're gonna stay there, and they may not buy that milk if you're giving it up for free. I'm just saying. It's Mark. Thank you, Beats by Lonze. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
That's right. Happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday to you and nobody else. You feel what I'm saying? Happy birthday. Look at you. Sip of coffee, your face like it's about to burn off. You like,
yeah, man. But I love it.
Put like this. Imagine for your birthday, one of your subscribers bless you with like
A big bag of coffee.
An Ableton Move. Imagine this one of your
with
an Ableton Move. Like, can you imagine?
Man, I'm gonna get right on it and start making videos and telling everybody what happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I watched Beats by Lonze's video. I really love what he did, man. I'm like, that was really good. You know, he showed you how it worked, how it sounds, things of that nature. Man, it's really good. I think I am gonna invest in that shirt, things of that nature.
Yo,
ever since you said it.
That's you.
I'm in class, I'm listening to myself, I'm like, come on, you need another go-between.
Yeah, but the thing
I'm
is,
like, yeah,
think about it. You've accomplished more in 2 years on YouTube than the percentage of creators who just stopped trying when they started. Do you understand what I'm saying? Me and Beyonce, we looked up the metric right before he hit 1,000 subscribers. We were like, what's the percentage of the YouTube people who create channels that get 1,000 subscribers? And they said, like, what is it, 8%, 8.63%? Before they give up, they hit 1,000 subscribers. You're at 4,000. There's a smaller percentile of people that have reached your height. And again, this is not ego based. This is celebration for your birthday and your accomplished base. I'll say this. How many subscribers were you at 2 years ago?
2 years ago, I was probably like at 150.
Think about that. You've gained 3,900 plus people watching your channel in the course of 24 months.
Yeah. Well, I think as you're saying that, the biggest thing is experimentation. Like, you can't stay stuck in the one thing, being a one-trick pony.
Yeah.
You know, what I mean by that is, like, I went from using Adobe to then moving on to using DaVinci Resolve. So I
Yeah.
had to figure that out. Then CapCut came along, you know, and I'm telling you, sometimes one of the best things is having teenage daughters, because they be like, you know, they do that talk about the old stuff and how things are now. And I was like, they were like, TikTok this, TikTok this, TikTok this. And I was like, nah, I'm not getting on TikTok. So it took me a while. And when I finally got on, I saw this one creator and he was doing amazing things with effects. Like he would turn himself into a superhero, and he was doing all these different things. And I said, well, then I went to back to Instagram, and I saw this one creator, and I'm gonna tell you who he inspired me. I forget his name real quick, but he was like, his video start off. He said, "I got 60 seconds." TL Cross. He's like, "I got 60 seconds to tell you this story. 1 minute." And then I watched this format, and I saw how he did that. And then I watched these other two guys on YouTube. See how I'm watching now. I'm studying.
Hold that thought.
These two guys
talking. Hold that thought. I'll be right
back. So there was two guys on YouTube, and these two guys, all they would do was give you top 10 lists, or top 5 lists, or top 3 lists. And they were talking about hip hop. I'm like, what these guys know about hip hop? But it was so entertaining that you were glued into their short. So I said, well, what if I try that? What if I do it, but do it my way? So that's how I came up with Hip Hop Fun Facts. I said, you know what? Everybody talks about, you know, like how they make beats, but nobody talks them and weave it in. So that, you know, some people, as it got to the end of the season, people were like, oh, you snitching. No, I'm not. They got paid. So that's how I came up with Impeach the President. This is music I love. And I would go back and recreate the drum break. So I said, well, how can I make it entertaining? Because you can't get on him like, you know, Isaac Hayes made this, that. And I said, it has to be short and choppy, retention editing, because that's what people pay attention to. Something that's going to get them paying attention, you know, because we got to deal with the generation. So, and here's the caveat behind this. Spike Lee was mad at the current movie makers. He said, your movies are too fast. They can't enjoy cinematography because the movies are too fast. It's not that he didn't like Tyler Perry. He said, you're taking the cinematic value out of it because you're switching scenes too fast. That was the bigger problem. So, but it's just the time we're in today. I used to tell my daughters, I said, y'all would have a hard time watching a movie from the 50s and 60s or even the 70s. It's a slower pace. It's more cinematic. I said, now action based, because that's too span. So you have to learn your audience. When you learn your audience, you'll figure out what they want. Now that style of video works for that. But I've heard from many of the people that I teach, when I teach the MPC or the Maschine, they said, I love your slow pace to how you teach. There's like, because these other guys move. Psychology behind it. So sometimes you got to use these things and study others and learn. It's got to be a lessons learned. Every situation, oh, that video didn't pop off. It was one video I did for Native Instruments, and the video just did not pop off. And I did all these effects and cuts in the beginning of the video.
Your phone is breaking up something serious. Your phone is anyway, Dayson's phone is breaking up. Everybody, this is Dayson's birthday. Please bless him with super chats in the live. His Wi-Fi is being a hater right now, and I'm gonna guide the live until he comes back into full frame. But everybody, we're here to celebrate Civil Days music live.
Sorry, y'all, it's this area. Go ahead.
I kept the live stream going so you can come back. Continue your
So it's like an artist, you know, you can have the people that I love this artist that nobody knows about him. And then as soon as the artist blows up, they're like, I knew him first. But then the people that just found out about that artist have the opportunity to go back and listen to the beginning catalog and say, oh, I see why people like him so much or like her so much. Give people interest to go back to your older catalog, repurpose, cut up, do some things, you know. But that's a little bit for me. I don't want to stay on that too much.
No,
Thanks, Lonze.
It's your birthday, fam. It's your
Yeah.
birthday.
But I'm telling you now, don't pay attention. Oh, I got to give you this tip. You got to cherish the people that come on and make negative comments.
Yes.
You got to love the people that come on and make negative comments. And I'll tell you why. It is because they drive conversation.
Yup.
They drive conversation. Don't get mad because somebody, oh, this, oh, you can't. Or someone said, well, I would have done this better. And then you go on their page, they don't have a video. Don't worry about them. And here's another thing I want to say. Well, let me finish this thought. Don't worry about them. You know what I mean? Because they're on your page for a reason. Do you know how many people I've seen steal my idea, repurpose my idea on TikTok and Instagram? It blew up. And now I see so many people using what I've done. So I said, well, wait for season 2 when it comes out. But another thing I want to say is don't worry about, okay, there's somebody out there that you're commenting on somebody's post because you want to feel like you're a part of something. And you put a comment up and that creator ignores you. I'm touching somebody. You put a comment up and that big time creator ignores your comment, but goes down their feed and talk to everybody but you. Don't worry about that because one day you'll have your day. You just got to remember that when someone's coming down your feed, acknowledge them as well. My daughter told me at one time, she's like, no, TikTok's not to socialize. She was like, don't comment. I said, no, I'm going to comment on everybody's post. You got to do it. You got to do it. Let's shift it off me for a second. Go ahead. You were going to say something?
No, I said for sure. I'll say this to anybody watching this live stream, whether it's live or playback, and I have to tell myself something right now. Where I am today on YouTube does not dictate where I could be in 24 months. Like right now, I'm at 481 subscribers and scattered content. I literally, if I took the next, 6 months, I can literally have like 1 million subscribers based on my grind. Any video can pop. I was talking Beats in Bed last night and Beats by Lonze, and I always compare content and videos to getting a woman's phone number. You never know who you get to get in a relationship with and how beautiful they look and how famous they are if you never tried. And think about this, and you can attest to this, and any creator can attest to this watching this. You ever notice that the video that you did not pay attention to and didn't put that much work got more traction and something that you invested in, edited, and spend more time in? Like my most viral videos on TikTok literally took 5 minutes and they went to 2.7 million views. But something I worked very hard on probably got 100 views. It's literally a lottery. Like one bump into one of your MPC live videos from the past on your channel, and it send it to a rep, and you might have a contract for $100,000. Hey, speaking things, tongue speaks life and death, so we can get money, financial rep. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, you know what I'm saying? Beats by Lonze's video on S2400 can hit Brad from Isla Instruments, radar, and then he can sign him up to a contract. You just never know which video is going to
never know.
But you got to keep on going. Like right now, I think I made one of the most ugliest thumbnails for an upcoming video I'm going to drop. But guess what? I can A/B test change the thumbnail.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it is a lottery. You just got to shoot your shot. You know what I mean? You can't worry about. So what you're going to do today is, in some ways, it's going to dictate what you're going to do tomorrow. Let me explain why. because you're going to go back and you're going to evaluate. You're going to say, you're going to cringe a little bit, and you'll be like, oh man, I'm glad I'm not making videos like that anymore. But here's the thing, let people see your journey.
Yeah.
America has a hero complex. They want to see the hero, but they don't want it to be a squeaky clean hero.
Yep.
They want to see the dirt. They want to see what you've been through. They want to see the hurt, the grind, the grit. Come on now, we know wrestling's fake as all get out. I'm looking back in the day and I'm like, I didn't know it was like this. When I was a kid, I was like, yeah, woo. Now I know it's scripted and they're acting.
Yep.
I didn't know this, when I was a kid, but now as an adult, I know, and now I can see like, man, it took a lot out of me, but at the same time, I'm like, look at the athleticism of the person. Look at the story. And when you set up a good storyline, you can believe it. I gotta say, like the
bloodline.
Yes, and the Uso and all that other stuff like that was one of the funniest storylines ever. So it pulled you in. You know what I mean? Or like when they'll do R-Truth, and R-Truth just have everybody laughing.
He's hilarious. R-Truth is
He's hilarious. Yeah. So you got to give people your story. Don't hide. I hid for a long time. Oh, people don't want to know this. They don't want to know that. Then I had Khalif in my ear. Dude, tell them your story.
Yep.
So that's why I'm like, now it's just about it's being you. People want to see the authentic. Now, don't tell them everything. They don't need to know. They don't need to know a lot of stuff. Just give them the story that they want to hear to encourage them to get to the next level and to be a part of what you're doing. And that's pretty much what I got to say.
But it's your birthday. And it's your birthday, fam. What you gonna do today? Don't tell me it's work and just work. You better do something today.
We talked about it, man. I don't know. I'm just, my mind be focused on getting stuff done. It's just crazy like that. Like I told you, we talked offline. I've never been about, oh, my birthday. Just wish me a happy birthday. Tell me you love me. Give me a shoot. It used to be just buy me a CD. And I'll tell you, I'm gonna explain why I was like that. My expectations of the things that I want was a lot. So I wouldn't put that on anybody. So I would just tell them, get me little things so that they could, because I wouldn't be like, give me a car, give me an MPC, give me this, that, and the third. My stuff, the things I wanted was too expensive. So I wouldn't put that on people. But sometimes you never know. I learned from this one guy, you got to shoot your shot.
Yep.
And he kept saying, he was when I was preaching, he kept saying, I'm gonna get a Tesla and somebody's gonna give it to me for free. Doggone it if this guy didn't get a Tesla.
For real?
And I said, how does dude do this? Hey, it just happens. Oh, speaking of that, I have done that. I'm like, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this MPC. I'm gonna get this camera. I'm gonna do it, and things work. You gotta trust. You gotta trust in yourself. You definitely do.
But think about it. You have an MPCX because you called it out. I have an MPC1 because we spoke to the universe, and God bless you with they randomly out of nowhere.
Yep, we did. You gotta speak it. You gotta speak over yourself. I don't care what people say. There is life in the power of the tongue. If you keep talking negative, there's vibrations, there's energy. One guy, he spoke about Bashir. He said, if you constantly keep going in the past, you're living in the past.
Yep.
And he said, also stop going in the future. He said, live for the now, live in the present, live now. He said, because when you live in the now, you affect your future. So you got to live right now. What do you have right now? What skills do you have right now? What can you do right now that can push you to the next level? I bet you have a skill that you're not even using. You're not using it. We sit on our gifts because we think it's not good enough.
Yep.
Do you know that my wife was doing resumes for years without charging money? And then one year I looked at it and I said, it's time to make money. I said, it's time for you to make this a business. So for the past 3 to 4 years, she has resume clientele. She's getting people all these, getting people jobs, success. They get jobs with success. She writes their resumes and they're like, is this for me? Like, yeah, it's a gift. You got to use your gift to get to the next level. And then not only that, what if you have a gift inside you that you don't know yet? Working at this will bring out that gift. I never knew I was a video editor. I never knew that I could do ideas and design and have things that populate. YouTube makes you learn about the other skills that are inside you, and it gives you a gift. I'm sorry I'm giving on this morning, but that's just how I am.
No, but it's not. It's not. YouTube is a gift to people that want to see it as a gift. Now, I had a conversation with an artist friend yesterday, and she says, I'm not a YouTube person, I'm not a content person, but I want people to know about my project. I'm like, listen, everything is an adjustment. For instance, if all the hip hop producers went back in time to the 80s, we'd all have to deprogram ourselves to increase our patience because of the climate. What do I
Yep.
mean? No computers, no DAW. It goes back to analog tape and back to legacy drum machines. We'd have to say, damn, this take longer than it needs to. But I'm
Yep.
gonna still make the fire. That's the
Hmm.
thing. Every elevation, every birthday we have, like today's your birthday. That great. 12 months ago, I was at one place. Now I'm at this place. Where would I want my next 12 months to go? That requires evolution and change and just grind different. You can't
Hmm.
expect the different results if you do the same things, fam. You can't. Like,
You
put
can't.
like this. This time next year, day son, true story. You can have a new car, new house, new relationship, and a larger amount of money than you're making now and be in a totally different place. And I always say to myself, if I want different, if I want a different marriage, if I want a different relationship, a new girlfriend, a new paycheck, then what am I doing with my current 24 hours? And am I sticking to that plan to get different? And that goes to me, though. I'm talking to myself.
Right. I think
Yes.
also, speaking to what you're saying, you got to put it to paper.
Yep.
You got to put it to paper. You got to sit down and write your goals out and put it on paper. And then you have to give yourself a deadline. It doesn't mean you're going to meet the deadline every time, but you got to have a deadline. You got to say, by this time, this is going to happen. If it doesn't happen, you go back and you look over what you did wrong and what you did right, and how can you adjust. You got to make the adjustments, but you got to put it to paper. I always tell my students, there's something about the physical to mental connection. What I mean by that is, there's a bodybuilder. His name was Kai Green. He was like, you gotta, he was like, you gotta make the mental connection. He's like, you gotta, basically, you say you gotta use your imagination. But by using your imagination, you gotta make it physical. You gotta write the vision down. You gotta write it down and say, I'm gonna be here by this point. In 6 months, I'm gonna be there. But then don't stop there. Then the plan has to be, what do I have to do to get there?
Mm-hmm.
What tools do I need to get there? What skills do I need to learn to get there? Where's the consistency that I have to have? Can I do that with my job? I love what Lifted Noise said. He said, sometimes I can't get stuff done. I'm paraphrasing. I can't get stuff done in my house. He said, so I do a lot of things at work. That's why I said the Ableton Move is a good product. You know, I'm not vouching for the build quality and all that stuff like that. I'm talking about the time when I don't have time to be somewhere else. I can take this little, whatever people want to call it, and I can use it at work to make music. You know, so we got to think about those things. What can you do to advance? And that's where I'm at.
No, I agree. Like I always say, before you make an equipment a purchase, you have to ask yourself, what is my return on investment? That's a me thing. Some people's return
Right.
on investment is I can have a lot more fun and be relaxed without carrying the MPC Live that's heavier, or I can have fun and relax without the need of carrying a laptop and a MIDI controller. That's why I think the Ableton Move is a good decision. Like pull like this. If you and I both had a move today, an Ableton move today, what would it add to our business? What would it add to our production skills? What would it add
Right.
to our catalog in the next 24 weeks? Think about it.
That is a good way to think. You always got to think about the investment and what's the payoff, the return on investment that you're going to get back from that. Is that quantitative or qualitative?
You better use that brain. Go ahead. Use that
Is
brain.
your investment going to be qualitative or quantitative? What I mean by that, qualitative, you're going to think about, oh, when I use this, I get enjoyment, I rest, I feel good because I'm creating ideas. Or will there be some financial gain from purchasing this particular device? I used to work at Guitar Center. This guy came in, he purchased like $10,000 worth of gear. He looked at me, he said, I'm going to pay this off in a month. He said, here's my advice to you. He said, every piece of gear you buy has to make you money.
Yep.
There has to be a return on investment. You got to make money from it. So that's what y'all got to think about. Listen, these companies are preying on us, y'all. Look at it. It's like they say 100,000 songs are being put on streaming platforms a day. Every day there's a new software company or some hardware company, and they're not going to television to market. They're coming to social media to market.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what they're getting? Free promotion.
Yep.
They're getting free promotion. How do they get free promotion? As someone that does not have the threshold on YouTube, like back in the day, it didn't take long. 2015, it didn't take long to get monetized. But now you got all these requirements. How many videos do you have promoting a product?
Yeah.
So it's like Khalif says, now we have to think about other means to make money instead of looking for monetization and endorsements. He said, we got to find ways to make the money. We got to find ways. And one of the first ways you do that, you got to build brand loyalty.
And the only way to build brand loyalty is being consistent and having the messaging that relies on your true personality, not a manufactured personality. Like real talk.
Yeah.
Like I just posted a video from a studio session from like 4 years ago. True story. You never know.
You never know.
Today I'm gonna post about 5 more videos. You never know. But I'm gonna keep on trying because a year from now or 5 years from now, I'm gonna look back on my channel. Was like, oh, I remember what it was like in my 40s.
Yeah.
Remember what it was like when I had this drum machine. I remember what it's like when I was talking to Dayson. I remember what it's. You never know who you're gonna be. And Dayson, to you, before you get up this live stream and go to work, I just want to say this directly to you. Really look at your birthday as a launch pad opportunity to say, yo, what I don't like about my situation, financially or otherwise, what I don't like about my career, and what do I need to do to bust my butt to get different by 50? Like, and I'm thinking about that for myself. Like, we talk offline. I'm not going to tell my business, but I am so frustrated with 4 certain areas of my life that my uncomfortability is forcing me out of a position of doing the same things for the next 12 months.
So as you're talking, I'm thinking about Deion Sanders and the hustle and the grind that he has. And the words that came to me is take advantage of every minute and moment of the day. Here's what I mean. A lot of us get stuck in analysis paralysis. We get stuck in what's with imposter syndrome.
Yes.
We get stuck in all those situations. Break out of it. Break out of it and just do it. Sometimes forget the script. Just do it. Then go back and figure it out later. Because then you start to get the confidence to move forward. My first when I did the first series on things you didn't know about music, I just said, I'm just gonna jump in and do this. I jumped in. That's what you see. I jumped into the scene. I said, it's got to be quick. So I just did that, and then I didn't know how to really edit that well. But I'm thankful that even with my wife, she had her business, and I made a commercial, and I started teaching myself how to edit. So you got to look at your skills, your skill set, and the things that you're doing, and just experiment. You can't be afraid in this. That's what they want you to do. They want you to be afraid so that you won't be a producer. You'll just be a consumer. That's my goal. Even when I teach, I don't want people to be a producer. I don't want you to just get a job. Of course, I want you to get a job, but I want you to create a business. I
And
want you to create an ecosystem for other people.
what I will say to you, and I said this to you offline, I said this to you online, just so someone and a teacher would understand. Dason, save your learning curriculum. Save like every time you know how it is. I was a teacher. There were curriculum designs that we created outside of the curriculum designs we're supposed to stay to, like the assignments. Save your assignments, bro, and use that as content.
Yeah. Oh, I'm definitely doing that. I got this one thing when I teach binary, and I said, I'm holding it. And my students be like, can we have that? And I say, hey, y'all, this ain't patent yet. You know what I mean? This is my method, you know. So, but I think, and another thing, pay it forward to, and appreciate the people that helped you get to where you get. Every class I'm in, I'm like, I thank Mr. Hall. He's the one that taught me subnetting and binary.
Mm.
Digital Harbor High School, Baltimore, Maryland. And then I pay it forward and I teach somebody else, and they're gonna go and teach somebody else. What you're doing is not for you. This life, that's purpose. When you realize your life is not just for you, this isn't just for you to make. What you gonna do with all the money? You can't take it with you when you die. So the thing about it is, and this equipment, this stuff only lasts like 4 or 5 years. Then you're on to the next. And the way they're coming out with stuff is every 2 years. So
Yeah,
what you want to do is you got to pay it forward. But every master doesn't teach the student everything.
I'll say this. Happy birthday to you for everybody watching this live stream or replay. Please bless Dayson with an Ableton move. Hit him with his super chat. Bless Dayson with an Ableton move. Bless him with an Ableton move. I speak an Ableton move into your future. Bless Dayson with an
Yeah.
Ableton move. This is Dayson Civil Days Music birthday. Everybody bless him with
Yo,
a super chat so we
thank
can
y'all.
get Ableton
Thank
move.
y'all.
Bless him.
Let me
Listen,
let,
Ableton Mood is $450. I speak into existence that in your birthday, people are going to bless you with super chats to get an Ableton Move.
man, if they do that, I'm gonna make 100 videos on the
Bro, I would, bro. If I had to move, I'd make 1,000 videos on the move. If I had to move, I'm not gonna hold you.
yeah.
I'm not. But listen, you're about to go to work. Remember this: today's your birthday. They're gonna try to steal your joy. Somebody's gonna try to piss you off to make you mad. You are on live stream. You have 4,000 subscribers. You're a monetized content creator. Today's your birthday. Be thankful what you have, but more importantly, be thankful for your new 12 months of financial prosperity. Your new 12 months of your brand new bodybuilding body that you're gonna get back to. Your new
That's
12
right.
of a healthier relationship, your new house, your new situation, and your new joy. I'm Khalif Wins. This is Dayson Civil Days Music. Everybody bless him with super chats. We're trying to get Dayson an Ableton move. Please bless him with an Ableton move with super chats. You know what I'm saying? Today's his birthday. Wish him a happy birthday, not just with your words or your comments, but bless his super chats and his cash app so he can get an Ableton move in his life. I'm Khalif Wins here. I just dropped my new video on my channel called What a Studio Session Looks
Yes.
YC. Go to my channel, but it ain't about me. Dayson Civil Days Music all day. Bless his cash app in the super chat. We're trying to get him an Ableton move for his birthday. For
Hey,
4,000
let me
y'all can't give him $5 a pop. Get him an Ableton move. Come on, he got 4,000 subscribers. Then listen, Dayson, repost this video today in between lunchtime. This live. You deserve an Ableton move for your birthday. Let's give Dayson an Ableton move. If it's
yeah.
4,000 y'all subscribers, bro, $3 super chats. Come on, fam. Bless him with the Ableton move.
Let me give a shout out to everybody. I want to give a shout out to my homie, Khalif Wins. I'll be honest, I would have quit a long ago if it wasn't for him. I would have thrown in the towel. I also want to give a shout out to Beats by Lonze.
Yes.
Good brother. That's a good brother right there.
Facts.
Love that guy. He will be monetized, and I can see him supporting a lot of companies reaching out to him as well.
Yes.
I wanna shout out to a guy who's a great singer and has a buttery voice,
Buttery.
DC Carson. DC Carson. Yeah, I always got to give a shout out to Jazzmatic. That's my homie. We love to get online and talk about religion, and we just lift each other up. Shout out to Very Sick Beats. We just had a conversation this morning. And thank you. I truly appreciate it. Shout out to Post Music.
Beats in
You know,
Beats in Bed.
yeah, I'm getting there. Yes, definitely. Shout out to Beats in Bed. Shout outs to Blatantly. Shout outs to why am I forgetting somebody? Oh, Creative D Will. Shout outs to the family. I love y'all. Thank y'all for the happy birthday wishes.
Bless him
And
with an Ableton move in the super chat. I'm gonna keep on running it up. This is Jason's birthday today. Hit the super chat and bless him with the Ableton move. That's all I'm saying.
all right, everybody. I gotta go get in this job and make this donuts. Time to make the donuts.
I'm gonna holler at you. Have a great, fantastic
day.
Name your day, everybody.
Everybody, please go to @Khalif Wins.
NYC.
KALEF NYC. Wins. WINS. Let me do it again. KALEAF WINS NYC. Check out his page. Yeah. You know, his morning motivation is off the chain.
Yeah, I gotta get back.
And he's an amazing social media marketer, man. He's like Chat GPT on steroids.
Yo, Lonze told me that yesterday. Lonze told Beats in Bed that yesterday. You been Chat GPT.
Yes. So everybody, let me head in here.
Let no staff, faculty, or student piss you off and take your joy. That's my main concern. And everybody in the super chat, bless him with an Ableton move. I speak him getting money so he can get an Ableton move. Bless him in the super chat. Ableton move, Tom. Ableton move, celebration. Come on, let's go.
All right, everybody. Y'all have a good one. Have a great day and be blessed.
Peace.
Peace.